Well, Hurricane Norma in the East Pacific, a powerful hurricane. You can clearly see the eye here on the infrared satellite picture here. Now, it's probably going to peak today. Conditions north of this storm not as favorable for development as what it is right now. So we are anticipating that Norma is going to weaken here. Take a look at our eye path as we go forward here. A jog more toward the north and then a turn toward the northwest. Where it gets a little tricky is right in here as we get toward the weekend, because steering currents are really going to weaken and may change a little bit. So there's a possibility that Norma really begins to stall before it approaches Cabo San Lucas. Now, if it stalls, it's good news, bad news. If it stalls, you get more impacts, certainly on across Baja California Sur and Cabo San Lucas. But the other thing that may happen as it continues to slow down in an area that's not favorable for development, it will begin to weaken. So it's good news, bad news. Right now, we do think this will not be a hurricane as it makes landfall farther east, just north of Mazatlan, south of Culiacan, as a tropical storm. But there's going to be impacts with this system regardless. Remember, the terrain here in Mexico away from the coast, the mountains rise steeply here. So there could be some locally heavy rain. There's going to be locally heavy rain. There's going to be some winds. I think strongest winds may actually be near Cabo San Lucas. Depending on that slowing of the forward motion this weekend, certainly rough seas. And on the AccuWeather Real Impact Scale, we are projecting this to be a 2. That is a 6-point scale, beginning at less than 1 to 5, so 2, because we do think there's going to be not widespread, but more isolated problems with rain, wind, and flooding.